If you struggle with designs for your products, then this video is going to be incredibly helpful for you. It is so difficult when we're starting to actually understand how to create designs that sell. So through this video, I'm going to show you how to go out there, find validated products and designs that you can use for your own inspiration without stealing. And that is a very, very pivotal thing with your own print-on-demand business. If you cannot create designs from scratch, with your own phrases and uniqueness added to it, then you're not being able to create a long-term business model. All you're doing is copying and pasting and hoping for the best. That is not the way to create a sustainable business. So let's get into it. I want to show you how to find these products, how to create designs simply to get them out there as quickly as possible, because everything that we do, we want to make sure that those designs are getting out there somewhere where somebody can buy them. That is how we make money and how you're going to make money too. Let's go. Straight into it, what we want to look for is an idea or inspiration for a trend that's coming up. So first up, we've got Father's Day, which isn't far off. And because it's coming into summer in the USA, camping is also going to start blowing up as well. So I've just come into eRank, which is a great tool for finding what people are searching for. And I've just typed in camping and I'm going through here. What I've done is I've just sorted by the average searches. I'll just make this bigger so you can actually see. And I've also gone Command F and typed in camping. So it brings up all the words really, really quickly. So scrolling down, camping, there's lots of stuff. Camping shirt, yep, cool. Camping gifts, camping bachelorette, great. Camping PNG, journal. Journal's a good one. But what? There's plenty of stuff that people are searching for in and around camping, which is great. So what I'm going to do is just come over into Etsy and do a search for camping products. And now with the Everbee tool that I've got installed on the the browser plugin, it's going to tell me what sort of sales each board is estimated to be making as well. So we come through, we can see just below it, this one here is getting approximately 15 sales a month. That's cool. Come down. It's a nice design. Bit overdone though, unfortunately. This one, nice and simple. 6 sales a month. What else have we got? And what we're going to focus on is chopping boards, because I think chopping boards have great utility for camping as well. And there's a really strong profit to be made with them as well, which is really quite cool. The reviews I'm getting on mine are fantastic. Small cootery, I think that is that's awesome. That's a really, really cool design right there. So, but that's how, be creative, come up with your own words, play on words, and run the risk of putting it out there and 20 cents, that's all it costs. But what we're seeing is that there are products selling, particularly with these camping boards. So what I'm going to do, and the way I would go about finding a design that I want to use as inspiration, would be to go and look for fishing shirts or fishing shirts, hunting camps, anything that really kind of allows us to have that same sort of design style. Bold, easy to read. So we'll type in fishing shirt and just see if there's any commonality we can create between the two. I'd hit that. Real cool dad. Jesus made me. Born to fish, forced to work. Here, fishy, fishy. Well, what we can see, if we go and search by or filters, we want to go physical item, star seller. I'm just going to change the URL to be bestseller up here. And what you can notice from this is that there's the products that sell will be easily read. Like, look at this one, officially retired. Very, very easy to read. There's one color that they're using, and that's white on black. I've sold a lot of white on black shirts over the years. But what we're seeing is super simple designs. Also, once I'm done doing my research on Etsy, I come over to Amazon, and what I'm doing over here is a similar thing. But Understanding the fundamentals of design is what's going to make you money. And it's exactly what I teach you inside the Product Accelerator, where I can give you that hands-on guidance with all your designs, giving you all the feedback you need to be able to become confident in the products that you are creating. That confidence goes a long way to being able to create a profitable business. So if you want to create a $5,000 to $10,000 per month print-on-demand business so you can spend more time doing what you want to be doing, then make sure you hit the first link in the description below and I'll talk to you over there. What I'm using to gauge level of popularity on the product is the amount of reviews that it's got. So usually 1 in 10 sales will result in a review. So just effectively times what number of reviews they got by 10. So just here for the hookups, that's funny. Camping vibes, master of the campfire, camping friends, we're like a really small gang. Campfire drinking team, that's funny, 1.5k reviews. That is insane. Campfire drinking team. So what can you do with that? It's like, firstly, look at the layout of that design, how it's really like, the fonts are big and bold and easy to read. There's no time spent trying to figure out what it actually says. What else we got? Can't wait to go camping. 942 mosquitoes liked your post. That's funny. Welcome to camp. Quit your bitching. That's been around for a long time. This is my camping cutting board. That'd be an easy one. Weekend forecast. Camping with a chance of drinking. Weekend forecast. Camping with a chance of lots of food and drinking. And the reason why I'm putting the food element into it is because we're doing it for a chopping board. It's a camping day. If it involves camping and bacon, count me in. That's awesome. So that's got 101 reviews on it. So that's selling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that same sort of design style and I'm going to put that onto a chopping board. If it involves camping, drinking, and bacon, count me in. I think that is perfect. So we can use that. So if we just snapshot it in case we forget, take note of the font style where it's got that sort of cracked lettering, but it's big and bold and easy to read. Camping, drinking, and bacon, count me in. Fantastic. All right. Create new design. Custom size. So it's 2475 by 2475, I believe. 2475. 2475. So we're literally going to take that same design style. We're not going to do it from scratch because doing it from scratch is very, very difficult when you are designing. Now, when I'm talking about designing, you don't necessarily want to use the exact same words and whatnot that they put on these products. You know, you could use that same exact style or on a biker shirt or a nursing shirt. It's that easy to read. That's what we're really going for. The design embellishments in the right spot. So if it involves. The reason why I decided to shoot this video this week is because I've had a lot of people starting their design process, but doing everything from scratch. Doing it from scratch is so difficult. So we want to avoid that. Cabal. You don't want to spend too long looking for these fonts either. So as you're doing it, what you want to do is make note of what fonts you are using. So Impact's a really good one. So we'll use that as one of them. If it involves, was it camping? Camping. I really want that distressed type font. Even Googling it sometimes, that brings up a whole heap of Canva fonts you can use. Like best distressed Canva fonts. And this is how you get it done so much faster as well. Like you can just knock out so many more designs. Look at that. Design pretty much done. And how long did that take? Not long. Cool. That's one design done. But what if we want something else? If we wanted to do Life's Better Eating at the Campfire, that's a great one. That's had 170 reviews on it. So that's making sales. Life's Better Eating at the Campfire. So let's do that. Okay. So Life's Better Eating by the campfire. So here. That's cool, but it's too detailed. We don't want it to be too detailed. Because oftentimes when it gets too detailed, it takes attention away from the phrase that we want that actually sells the product. Okay, so it's been a bit too long trying to find designs here in Canva. So I just ended up getting ChatGPT to do it, and they did a great job. So I'm just going to download that, similar to what we wanted, and I'm going to upload it into here. Awesome. I just removed the background. I'm going to change that background color to black. Okay, so let's have a look at that design again. Campfire, life is better. So we want to put text across the top. I think Sailors is a good font for that. Life is better. Effects. Let's put some curve on that baby. Bring it back. What other font is there like that? I'd like it to be a bit more distressed. Rough, remember that? There we go. That'll do. Life is better. Eating. And it said at the, eating. Take that curve back out of it. Cool. Make that bigger. Awesome. There we go. Done. That's another design done. So those two, that's how you're creating these designs. What you're focused on is making that font as big and bold as possible so people can read it in the search results and the news feeds when they're seeing those ads. The faster they understand what the product is and what it says, the faster they're through to that checkout. But the most important thing that you're doing is looking for those number of reviews. That validates that the design style itself is connecting, whether it's the words or not. That's the first lens that you need to view it at. When it's got that big, bold font, it's so much easier. You don't have to spend any time on there. When you're doing that product research, you fully understand exactly what it is as soon as you're reading it. You know, some of these products, you know, it makes it a little bit more difficult to actually know what's saying on there because the font's so small. Every extra step that somebody has to take is an extra step and an extra sale that you've just lost. So there you have it. Now, if you love that, if you found that valuable, which you should have because it's based on years of experience of doing this and having sold millions of dollars worth of apparel, jewelry, metal art, sneakers, all kinds of stuff. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that notification bell because all the videos I put out are designed to help you make more money faster. But until we meet again, make sure you watch this video next because I'm going to teach you how to increase your average order values. Stay awesome.